Earlier this summer, we sold our sailboat away, and this left a pretty big hole in our heart and our lifestyle. The reason we sold away was because we had been storing away in a moorage in Hoona across Icy Strait from where we live. While it's only about 22 miles, it's a long way in the middle of the winter to go shovel the snow off, to go check for, damage of any type, or just do general maintenance, or even take her out for a day sail or whatever. You just can't do it. So it would make sense if we had a harbor, in Gustavus, but we don't. The harbor in Gustavus looks like this. It is basically drying out estuary with some muddy basins and various leaning pilings, and there's some not very solid looking docks that, I don't know, it's not really the right place for a sailboat. But for a boat like Arcturus, now that's a different kind of proposition there. Arcturus was specifically designed to be able to dry out on a beach. Arcturus was not in use by the people that bought her, and perhaps we could get a hold of her for pretty cheap. So we thought, well, we should go up and take a look. That's what this trip is all about. We're going to go see if Arcturus is something that we can take on, whether it's something we want to take on, and whether we're even capable of doing the work that's necessary.
What are you doing?
We're waiting for the ferry.
Oh.
Getting to Skagway from Gustavus might seem like a simple affair, but it's not. One has to get to Juneau because everything goes to Juneau first, which means that's now 2 6-hour-long trips, because in order to get to Juneau, we have to go to Hoona, which is slightly ironic. That adds a couple hours to the trip. So 6 hours to Juneau, and then we get to camp. At least that gives us the opportunity to grab this little sailing dinghy that happened to be for sale. This sailing dinghy would be a perfect tender for Arcturus, perhaps, and maybe a lot of fun. It's got a sail, you can row it, and you can stick a small motor on it. So why not? It fits on top of the Vanagon, and with the right paint job, it might look great on top of Arcturus. After leaving Juneau, it's about 4 hours to Haines. We're not going to Haines, but we're going to stop there anyway. And then on to Skagway. It's not a bad day for a ferry ride, but it was a little overcast and a little drippy, so it wasn't the most exciting trip. But finally we're arriving in Skagway. Arcturus, here we come. As we drove slowly through the boatyard, one of the things that we noticed was, gee, there's an awful lot of boats in the yard. And the other thing we noticed, we can't see Arcturus. Where's Arcturus? I think Arcturus might be, oh, there's Arcturus. All the way in the back, hidden behind 2 other boats that will have to be moved in order to get Arcturus out and relaunched. So there you go. We made it to Arcturus. Next step, go aboard and check things out.